David Bowers played parts in Episode 2, Episode 3 and The Matrix. Hello, Mr. Bowers.
How are you?
I'm good. Have you enjoyed your stay here in Belgium?
Oh, it's beautiful.
Yeah?
Ghent is a particularly beautiful city, and I'm loving every minute of it.
And there's a cliche of the Belgian food. Is that correct?
Is it cliche?
Good Belgian food, tasty Belgian food.
I found the food has been wonderful. The architecture of the city is absolutely stunning. I come from Perth in Western Australia, and everything is brand new. And buildings that are even 40, 50 years old, they tear down and put new ones up. So it's been wonderful to see old architecture.
Yeah.
And this is my very first time in Europe.
Yeah? Very first time in Europe. You've never seen any other European country?
No.
Well, it's an honor for us to have
It's an
you
honor
here.
for me.
Yeah, thank you. Well, of course you are an actor. You've played some very important secondary background characters. Have you ever wanted to play a starring, a first billing role? Or
Oh, look,
have you ever been offered one?
it's probably the goal of every actor to play a lead role. But life's a funny thing. There'll be opportunities one day, perhaps, and when those opportunities come up, then I'll jump at it.
Have you ever been offered one role that you had to, for example, turn down? Or
Yes, but in a children's show in Western Australia, and this was 2 years ago, there was a lead role for a children's show, and I had to let that role go because I just recently had gotten a new job, and unfortunately the two clashed. But that's life.
probably the most famous actor from Australia is Paul Hogan. Have you ever worked with him?
No.
No, never?
No. No. I grew up watching him on TV though.
Thanks. Was there any difference in working on Star Wars and The Matrix? Production-wise, directing-wise?
No, in actual fact, no. Production-wise, they're both very big shows, obviously. The logistics that were required for each show was monumental, and to me they were almost military precision. Everything was spot on, very, very professional, and it was actually a pleasure as an actor. And given that some of the days were very long shooting schedules, they made you feel as comfortable as possible. Yeah, it was fantastic.
Was there any difference between George Lucas and the Wachowski brothers?
Well, there are fundamental differences in the way they direct, and of course the Wachowski brothers. There's a collaboration between the two brothers, and Mr. Lucas, George Lucas. He has a large team around him, but he's the sole director.
They're always on the set, every day,
Yes.
every shoot, every day. Every
Yes.
shoot. If you could make a wish like the children from the Make-A-Wish charity, what would your wish be? Imagine you're sick and you're in dire straits, in desperate health.
The one thing that I wish that all governments around the world pour more money into disease to free up the resources for hospital staff to deal with disease. That would be my wish, and for all children to get well.
How is the system in Australia? Is there a good?
I'm not sure about the medical system in Europe, but we have a huge problem in Australia where governments have poured more money into administration than they have into the operations of hospitals, and by that I mean putting money into nurses, doctors, where it seems that administration is top heavy, and that's at the expense of nurses and doctors and hospital beds, and I find that a disgrace. It's a disgrace.
Do you have anything to say to the volunteers of Make-A-Wish? That's the people who work without any commitment to make these children happy.
Well, you're doing a fantastic job, and I applaud you very, very much.
Thank you for your time, and we hope you enjoy your further stay in Belgium.
My pleasure.
And come back anytime.
Oh, I would love to.